Bangkok to be officially named Krung Thep Maha Nakhon. The Thailand Pass website may have been compromised, as well as Bangkok, the city hidden in the mist. That's all coming up on today's Good Morning Thailand. Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand, sponsored by Coffee Culture. Thank you, Coffee Culture. Visit Coffee Culture for your coffee today with Jay and Tim.
And welcome to the city formerly known as Bangkok, but now apparently officially Krung Thep Maha Nakhon.
That's right.
And we've got a bit of a guest appearance later in the program to give you the full Thai name of the city formerly known as Bangkok. Do you think that's going to stick? I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, when I write, I just write BKK.
Yes.
And a lot of people do that. I even call the esteemed publication, the Bangkok Post, the BKK Post as well. So I'm just not sure if this new... It's not really a new name, but you've got more about that later.
That's right. We've got a lot of topics today. Let's firstly, Tim, start with the fact that today Bangkok is hidden in the mist.
Oh, yes. Gorillas in the mist.
The air quality in Bangkok today is absolutely shocking.
Yeah. Now, so here's some photos that we've got just to sort of start things off. And this is just taken straight out of our windows. In fact, walking here this morning, I think it was even worse. It appears to be sort of clearing a little bit as the day goes. Maybe the heat's making some of the sort of the water vapor rise a bit. But yeah, it's particularly bad today. So you can see from these photos that Bangkok, certainly around this main city area where we are, is shrouded in a mist. You could use mist, I think, romantically, but it's basically just smog. Yeah, smog. It's air pollution.
You don't want to walk into this mist.
No. And a lot of people walking around with masks, of course. But at this time of the year, even without COVID, you would find people walking around with masks because they're worried about the air pollution. Norm, we've got a few of the graphics as well. Here's a graphic of the actual sort of hot spots around Bangkok. And you can see a lot of red, and it goes from sort of green, yellow, orange, red into purple, and most of Bangkok is already sort of orange and red today.
Yeah.
So we've got very unhealthy air. Just a few other graphics. Around the world, you've got the top 10 worst air polluted places in the world. Bangkok today is...
Number 6.
And here's sort of the reason all this is happening. A lot of people think, oh, it's the buses, it's the motorbikes, it's the Chinese temples burning incense. I've heard that one before by city officials. But this map, which is from a NASA satellite, and this is freely available on the internet, by the way, it shows that a lot of the smoke is coming out of Myanmar to Thailand, sort of northwest. Not a lot, as you can see from this map, in Thailand. So it looks like the government has actually started to limit the amount of backburning they used to do, or burning the waste from the plantations. And you can see that clearly the wind must be coming today from, and very light breezes this time of the year, coming out of the northwest and blowing a lot of this smoke coming out of Myanmar. And that's like a serious problem. But not much the Thai government can really do about that.
Yes, well, maybe they should.
What are they going to go? Invade Myanmar and put the fires out?
I mean, you said it, not me. All right, now, Tim, let's talk about our second topic, which is regarding the Thailand Pass. Now, has the Thailand Pass website been compromised?
I think they've had problems from sort of day one with people being able to upload things. We actually published a few hacks to make it easier to get onto the Thailand Pass, but some people are reporting like a serious problem.
That's right. This graphic that we have, this was from Facebook that we took from Richard Barrow, who is a journalist, and he wrote...
Sorry, he's a blogger.
A blogger, apologies.
Yes, he's actually works at a school.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, he said that it looks like the Thailand Pass website has been compromised again. If you get an email like this that says there is a problem with your case, do not download the attachment. The person who sent me this said he only registered his email on the official website. No, that is slightly concerning.
Yeah, so you can see from this graphic Norm's posted up there what it looks like, and if you see that, don't click.
Okay, yeah,
So,
definitely
look,
don't click.
The Thailand Pass website is the only way you can get back into Thailand at the moment. If you're an expat, if you're a retiree, if you're a tourist, if you're a Thai, if you're a diplomat, everybody has to fill out this Thailand Pass. So there are plenty of guides on the Thailand Pass website. You don't have to pay to upload onto the Thailand Pass website. It's free, okay?
It's free.
So anybody who's telling you need to pay money to apply for your Thailand Pass, that's not correct. There are agencies that will do all that work for you. They'll upload all your paperwork, but instead of just uploading your paperwork onto the Thailand Pass, you're just sending your paperwork to somebody else to do it for you. But yeah, look, some people say it takes a few hours to get it all sorted out. Other people say they're having a lot of problems. Other people saying they're having no problems at all. But the Thailand Pass is something that you need to fill out at the moment. I think you'll see other governments around the world. I know the Australian government, for example, are instituting an online upload where you have to apply to get back into Australia at the moment. So I think you're going to see more of this in the future. You know, when you travel, you usually got those things you fill out in the aeroplane.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir, have you got a pen? Or I'm always asking for a pen, which you never give back. But you used to have to fill out those forms, and now I think sort of this uploading your information before you arrive is going to become a lot more popular.
Yes. All right. A quick update regarding Jimmy Slice Sandhu, who was in...
Who's Jimmy Slice Sandhu?
Well, if you don't know by now, let me give you a quick update. Jimmy Slice Sandhu is a known gangster.
Yeah, he was a gangster.
He was deported from Canada. He's an Indian national. However, he's affiliated with the British Columbia gang.
Yeah, around the Vancouver area, apparently, yes. He was involved in different gangs, criminal gangs, and there was, like, obviously sort of quite a gangland culture going on. And
he came to... Yeah, sorry.
Oh, he came to Phuket
late January.
Yeah, and
to get away, but
somebody came and tracked him down.
Yes, they did. And now Interpol has issued 2 red notices for Canadians wanted for this Phuket hit job for the people who killed him. Those two men, Matthew Leandre Ovid Dupre and Jean-Carl Lacamp. Yes, Interpol has issued the red notice to all 195 member countries, including Thailand, and this notice carry warnings for police in all countries to be careful because while arresting these men, because they've been described as armed, dangerous, escape risk, suicidal, and violent.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, when you read those names, what was the first thing you thought?
They sound South African to me.
They do sort of sound curiously South African, but apparently they're Canadian nationals, and now there's an Interpol Red Notice.
Yes. That's a quick update regarding that, and it's now time to talk about the big topic for today, which is Bangkok to be officially named Krung Thep Maha Nakhon.
So we actually got this news before yesterday's program, yes. And we sort of read it, and we thought, huh? That sort of sounds like an April the 1st story. Sorry, Carmel, you've got a comment?
Oh, yeah. It's a comment about Jimmy Slice's name. PG Santa says, can we take a moment just to appreciate the name, Jimmy Slice?
Yes, Slice was his sort of nickname.
Jimmy
Slice.
But I feel like that's a very old kind of nickname. That's not cool in 2022 anymore. If you're a gangster called Slice, it just sounds a bit...
Give me some examples of more cool gangster names.
I don't know.
So
Blazer, Laser. No, I'm joking. But what I mean is that it sounds like it's outdated.
So if you sort of roll down to your local gang, to their hub, what do they call them?
I don't know. I'm just saying if a gangster came up to me and said, "Oh, Slice is here," I wouldn't take him seriously.
Yeah, but what if you sort of rolled in and go, "Hi, everybody, from today I want you to call me Blazer." Yeah. I think they're not really going to take you...
You need a haircut for that.
They're not going to take you seriously either.
Okay.
Call me Blazer.
Well, Bangkok saying, call me Krung Thep Maha Nakhon.
Yeah, how do we get back on
Can you say the Krung Thep Maha Nakhon?
I can say Krung Thep Maha Nakhon.
Okay.
Maha Nakhon.
That's not bad.
and I've known that ever since I came to Thailand, that's the official name. Apparently, it's been the official name of the capital of Thailand since 2001.
That's right.
And all they've done in the last 24 hours is sort of reiterate that
Yes.
it remains the official name.
Yes.
And they're saying now it will be known as Krung Thep Maha Nakhon, in brackets, Bangkok.
Yes. So the official statement is that the official Thailand's capital is in the process of being changed to its more formal name, Krung Thep Maha Nakhon, but its common name, Bangkok, will still be recognized. Now, I'd just like to let you know, like, when I'm speaking in Thai to any, and most people in Thailand would always call Bangkok Krung Thep. We always just say, oh, like, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to Krung Thep. Nobody actually says the full official name. That's maybe just in ceremonies or official documents. But even when they say Bangkok, it's not Bangkok, it's Bangkok.
Okay, so now there is actually more to this story.
Yes.
Could we invite Natty
Yes.
to the...
Ladies and gentlemen, PG Santa,
If you'd like-
Natty's, Naughties,
if you'd like to come
everyone.
around.
Natty has arrived.
We'll hold this up for you, Natty.
Yes. Before we
Go ahead.
note why Natty is here, so Krung Thep Maha Nakhon, or Krung Thep, as most Thai say, is a shorter version of the capital's ceremonial name. And now Natty Warisa will give us the proper capital's ceremonial name, which is...
The full name, we actually asked 3 or 4 of our Thai staff, and they said, oh, I don't know it. But
Yes.
Natty does.
I do.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, don't
Sorry.
speak too loud, otherwise there's 2 microphones on you.
All right, I'll just do a quiet one here.
Here's Natty.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll. Thailand's capital ceremonial name is...
กรุงเทพมหานครอมรรัตนโกสินทร์มหินทรายุทธยามหาดิลกพบนพรัตน์ราชธานีบุรีรมย์อุดมราชนิเวศมหาสถานอมรพิมานอวตารสถิตสกทัตยะวิษณุกรรมประสิทธิ์เย่
Wow.
Now, the
And
thing
that's
is,
the
I
point.
don't know if that was right or not.
But that was very impressive.
It was impressive.
I was following, I had the karaoke version of it on my laptop, and you were absolutely correct. Well
Thank
done,
you,
Natalie.
thank you.
Well done.
I do my teachers proud.
Congratulations,
Very
Natty.
done. She used to
Back
sing
to
that.
back to your cage,
Yeah.
Natty.
And I was talking to Tim about this. That at some point in Natty's life, she spent hours singing the full name out loud and
Carmel.
practicing it.
American Anthem 2022 said that's way too long.
That is way too long.
Yeah.
Slightly long.
I think I've even got a T-shirt that I bought back in 2000.
You do?
That's got the whole name.
Yes.
Bangkok Maha Nakhon,
Krung
etc.
Thep Maha Nakhon, not Bangkok Maha Nakhon.
Sorry, Krung Thep Maha Nakhon. Did you know that thing that Natty just did there? Did you learn that at school?
No,
Oh,
I did not.
Num, you can do that? The whole name? He
No,
can't.
Num can't.
No, Num's pretend Thai.
Believe it or not, that actually the whole thing, whatever Natty said, actually has a pretty nice meaning. Now, all of that, I'm not going to repeat the Thai name, but that translates to...
I'll go and get a cup of tea while you're reading this out.
Yes, that translates to City of Angels, Great City of Immortals, Magnificent City of the 9 Gems, Seat of the King, City of Royal Palaces, Home of Gods Incarnate, erected by Vishvakarman at Indra's behest.
Okay.
Wow.
So they got some PR consultants in a couple of hundred years ago.
Yeah.
And came up with a pretty, explosive name for Bangkok.
Yes.
I suspect that there was a time some 20, 30 years ago where cities we knew around the world in English
Yes.
reverted back to their sort of native names. Like we used to call Beijing Peking.
Yes.
We used to call Guangzhou Canton. There were cities in India.
Yeah.
Now, I can't actually remember, but Mumbai was
called Bombay.
Bombay. There we go. Calcutta is now Kolkata,
That's right.
et cetera, et cetera. So I think this is just another example of the native name sort of now becoming codified. I just don't know if tourists are going to be saying to their travel agent, "Excuse me, I'd like to look at a brochure for Krung Thep Maha Nakhon."
Well, that was what you're saying is something that all people in Thailand were probably thinking, because a lot of the people online, netizens, went out and said, "Why? Just why? You know, why are we changing the name? What's the point?" They're confused. Can we still call it Bangkok? Yes, you can. The name is still recognized as Bangkok, and I think most people will just continue calling it Bangkok, especially foreigners and tourists.
Well, Bangkok actually goes all the way back to Rama 1. It was the original name of the capital of Thailand, which
Yes.
was on the other side of the Chao Phraya River, an area now called Thonburi, and it was called. It's not Bangkok. It's
Sorry?
Bangkok.
Bangkok.
Yeah, so that was its original name. So, interesting that they've tried to make this official change.
That's right.
And when we heard it, we thought, oh, it must be April the 1st. But no, it's official that,
Yes.
that they do want it known as Krung Thep Maha Nakhon.
Yes, that's right. Like you said, it does come from the old name from Thonburi, which was the former capital of the kingdom, because it was located along the Bangkok Noi and Bangkok Yai canals, and that's where it got its name.
And those canals are still there today.
I've got two comments from two different people, which pretty much summarize the feelings regarding the name change. The first is from the culture minister,
Yes.
Kun Itipon Kanplom, on Wednesday, who said he agreed with the official name change. And he said the name reflects the glory of the capital. He said the word Bangkok mostly can be found only in movies and PR, and not everyone else who speaks English, apparently. But yeah, that's his opinion, and that's all right. And Kun Somkiat also Sapha, who's a former economics lecturer at Chulalongkorn University, said that foreigners call Thailand capital Bangkok. Bangkok abbreviated as BKK as well, and it's the brand of the country. It's been like this for several decades, and it's recognized. It's only and just tell people the real name of Bangkok and see how they're going to react, because it's ridiculously long, which
Yes.
is more what I feel like. But
So-
there are people who love it.
The shortened abbreviation of BKK, that's the official name of the airport, Suvarnabhumi.
That's right. That's the three-letter code for Suvarnabhumi.
And the other airport is DMK, which is equally hard to say. Don Mueang.
Don Mueang.
Yeah, it's a hard one for a Westerner.
All right.
So there you go. Some names I've slaughtered today, some Thai names I've tried to say,
Yes.
and failed miserably.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So let us know, what do you think about this? Are you okay with the name change? Do you think it's unnecessary? Can you say Krung Thep Maha Nakhon?
Carmel, we got anybody saying anything about what they think about the name change? Question without notice?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Is my mic on?
Your mic is on.
Okay.
Your
yes,
mic is on.
People are still saying that they would prefer to say Bangkok because
Yeah, I
it's
think-
really long.
I don't think anyone's going to change anytime soon,
Yeah.
unless maybe in 100 years. Who knows?
Now let's see what happens.
Someone
right.
did hope though that as long as the Suvarnabhumi airport doesn't change the name, it stays that way.
BKK.
Well, Suvarnabhumi is already very Thai.
Yes.
What does Suvarnabhumi mean if you translate it?
I have no idea. Kunum.
So, place
What is the meaning of Suvarnabhumi?
place where planes land. Golden land.
I don't know,
Oh, I
something
like
like
that. That's nice.
All right. Let's take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we're going to be talking about an update regarding the Rayong oil leak. Payments are going to take place, as well as some good news for COVID-positive young teenagers in Thailand who will be able to give exams to enter universities, even if they're COVID positive. So that's all coming up after the break.
Isn't it time for you to come back to the islands? Phuket is open and it's never looked better. Choose your trip to your favourite island with 5-Star Marine. Go to 5starmarinephuket.com.
Welcome back to Good Morning Thailand, sponsored by Coffee Culture. Look at these beautiful mugs. You can buy this at coffeeculture.asia.
Along with their amazing coffee.
Yeah, you can buy a tasting kit so that
Little
you
bags.
can taste those little bags before you
We can buy big
buy
bags.
the big ones.
Yeah.
All right, as well as I'd like to give a quick shout out to Thai Farmer Ben and Gary McDonald. Thank you for becoming Thaiger members. We appreciate you. We appreciate the support. And it's because of you that the channel keeps growing. Thank you, members, and thank you to all the viewers as well.
And thank you to the people that have said nice things about our new program, Asia News Today, which has been doing a little bit better than we thought it would.
Yes.
So thank you very much for your support.
All right. Carmel, you have a comment.
Yes, it's from Minbury BKK.
Minbury,
and
Bangkok.
he gave you your gangster names.
Ooh, a gangster.
J
We have a
is
gangster
Big
name.
J.
Sorry,
and
J is what?
J is Big J.
Big J.
And Tim is Chrome Dome Tim.
Chromed. I like that.
Why do you laugh?
It's just hilarious. Chrome Dome Tim. Then the people are just going to call him Chrome Dome.
That's not really even slightly...
CD for short.
It
CD.
doesn't sound bad, though. I don't really sound very bad.
Yeah.
I sound bald, but I don't sound bad.
I like Big J, but I'd like it to be more ironic. I'd like to be called Lil J.
Right.
And then when they see me, they're like, oh. All right. Moving on.
Yeah, moving right along. Thanks, Carmel.
I've got an update regarding the Rayong oil leak.
Yes.
Almost 8,000 people who have been affected and businesses have signed up for compensation
I
from
bet they have.
Star Petroleum Refining Public Corporate Limited, which is the owner of the underwater pipeline that leaked crude oil into the sea in the Rayong province.
Yeah, and it's still, parts of that slick are still floating around
Yes.
and making its way onto various beaches. It's still going.
Kun Jirasak Maha Nakhon, who is the firm's human resource manager, said that the company will speed up payments and the amounts will be based on the criteria used in an earlier oil leak case in 2013. They've also been in contact with the officials and ministries around to see which businesses have really been affected, and they're going to calculate the cost of what the impact has been on their business. So it's good to hear at least that the company has taken full responsibility and is moving forward with the payments.
I can't believe that after the first oil leak, they
Yes.
then had another one 2 weeks later.
That's right.
In the same spot. I mean,
Yeah, the first one was on January 25th, the second one February the 10th.
yes. So, yeah, pay up. Come on.
Yeah, and the funny thing was the first time it happened, it was reported as 50,000, and they said no, it was actually not as much as what it was reported. It's not 50,000, it was 47, and then the second time it was 5,000, so they went above the 50,000 mark.
Yeah.
I wonder what they said the second time.
The other thing that surprised me is this story hasn't really done anything in the international media.
Yes.
If this had happened off the coast of California
Yes.
or off the coast of Sydney, it would have got international headlines. But no, it's just Thailand, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah,
As well as being Rayong, if it was Phuket or even Pattaya, I think it would be a lot bigger.
oh, this of course, Rayong is not too far from Pattaya. There's absolutely no threat to the beaches of Pattaya. It's I don't know, about 70 or 80
Beach.
It's about 70 or 80 kilometres away, I would estimate. But
Wait, Jomtien's in Samui.
Huh?
Is Jomtien Beach in Samui or Pattaya?
Jomtien Beach is south of Pattaya.
Side of Pattaya, okay, I was
yeah.
right.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
You go over the hill and down to Jomtien Beach.
Right. Our last topic for today is actually not really news, but something that made me quite happy, Tim, and I just wanted to address
Are we
it.
glad you're happy, Big
You're welcome.
J?
You're welcome. It's actually regarding COVID-positive students will still get equal opportunity to take entrance exams. Now, a lot of the questions were regarding what happens to kids and students who are about to give their entrance exams for university. Normally, they have to go to their high school, sit down in a giant hall, and give exams. But how
Do
do
they
you
still
do
have to wear those hats?
those face shields and masks? Probably, yes.
No, that's the ones that stop them from cheating. They got these things
Oh.
with blinkers on.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Do they
yes.
still have to wear those?
Some schools do.
That's hilarious.
Yes, but the Ministry of Public Health and Education have assured that Matayum 6 students, which is basically grade 12 students with COVID-19 who are either asymptomatic or have mild symptoms, will get the same opportunities to sit university entrance examinations as their peers, and schools have been told to facilitate certain zones and areas where these students can go, give their examinations, and have equal opportunities for further education.
Yeah,
I thought that was great.
Sure, and we do know that there's a bit of a surge on at the moment. Bangkok, I think it was 6,000 cases registered yesterday. Phuket, it was 1,200 and something.
Wow.
So yeah, some and Chonburi, I think, was number 3. So those 3 zones are really kicking on with numbers at the moment. Now we know that Omicron is a lot less severe. We also know that a lot of people in those 3 areas in particular have been vaccinated. So not as many hospitalisations than in the past, although still concerning the health authorities and how this rise or this continuing rise is going to affect future reopenings and easings of restrictions is yet to be seen. But at least they're looking after the school kids and their exams.
All right, and those are all the main topics from today. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have any questions you'd like to ask us regarding these topics, or make a comment, or ask Tim or me any questions, now would be the time. Carmel is filtering your questions, so let it rip.
Be nice to Carmel,
Yes,
that's what I'd say.
That's right. We're going to take a quick break, and once we come back from the break, we're going to start addressing your questions. So, go, go, go. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Thailand with Jay and Tim
And Carmel.
Yes, she's in the background. She's looking at your questions and filtering through them. Someone said that we brought Carmel in just to filter the comments. We've hired a new person just for the comment sections for Good Morning Thailand.
We're sure, is she our online equivalent of a door bitch? Well, you know, the people that look after doors in nightclubs, we call them door bitches.
Do we? That's what you called me when on my first episode of Good Morning Thailand.
Were you doing the same thing?
Yes,
you?
I was.
You were the...
I was the door bitch.
The door
and
bitch.
And I was monitoring the comments and telling you, Tim, we've got a question.
Okay, Carmel, who we got?
It's
what
how
have we got?
we move up in the
Yes.
Thaiger.
Okay, the first one is from Ron Luzier. I hope I said the name right, but he asked, what happened to your distinctive shirts?
Oh, well, we are wearing our merchandise today. Merchandise, by the way, that you can buy at thetiger.com
Store.
shop.
Shop.
/shop. Thetiger.com /shop. And you'll see Jay there
Yes.
basically doing sort of underwear modelling and also modelling the shirts and things. We've got these polo shirts, we've got the T-shirts, we've got the Tiger mugs.
Yeah. Sorry, I've done something naughty. I know I'm not supposed
What?
to monitor the comments, but I had a
Okay.
quick comment from Bottle Baby who said, please stick to the news, guys. Bottle Baby, the news is over, so now would be the time for you to leave if you are not interested in the news. Just to let you know, I want to keep everyone happy.
Now, we should explain that this is more of a commentary show. It's a chit-chat show. We do have Thailand News Today, Thailand News Update, and Asia News Today. Those three are just straight news programs. This is just a little bit different, where we look at some other stories. We sit down in more comfortable chairs, and we're just sort of having a vibe with you. You're sort of invited into our little breakfast
You
room.
use the word vibe. I'm proud of you.
I love the word
I'm very
vibe.
proud of you. It's all about the vibes, bro.
And so, yeah, this is not a straight news program. The news we talk about, we hope we get the facts right, but beyond that, we also make a few comments about it, and so do you. Carmel, let's move on.
Okay, this is a comment from an account called Honest View.
Honest view.
And he said that Farangs should not decide what the city should be called, Thais should. So, now that the name has changed, we should start calling it Krung Thep Maha Nakhon from now on.
That's fair. That's a fair comment.
Sure. I mean, look, it'd be interesting to see if in coming weeks we see any change in the way Thai media report the name of the capital of Thailand, or if the English-speaking press or any foreign press start using the name Krung Thep Maha Nakhon. I sort of doubt it, but we'll then have to sit down here at Thaiger and decide what we're going to do, what's going to be our policy. But I sort of suspect it's going to remain Bangkok. But he's right. It's not up to us to decide. It's up to the Thais to decide what they want to call their city.
It doesn't really change anything. Like, the officials didn't come out and say, stop calling it Bangkok, this is Krung Thep Maha Nakhon, let's be proud of our name. They've just said, officially we're going to call it Krung Thep Maha Nakhon, but we still recognize Bangkok. That's like, they've done nothing. It's like they had nothing to do, so they just thought of something to talk about for a couple of weeks.
By the way, Cabinet sort of ticked off on this the other day, and now it has to go through a series of committees to decide if they're going to... There's probably more to come out in the next few weeks, maybe some guidelines on how they expect the media or people generally to describe the capital of Thailand. So
Yeah. Because this document included, like Tim said earlier, updates to what they refer to other countries as well. So, for example, they've updated Italy's capital, Rome, to also have the word Roma, which is how Italians say it. And for example, Nepal was recognized as Kingdom of Nepal. They've now recognized Nepal as the Republic of Nepal. So it was a time for updates.
yeah, after the royal family was unceremoniously murdered, that happened, I don't know, about 20 years ago in Nepal.
Murder?
A kingdom
How dare
no
you.
longer.
Okay, Kingdom no longer.
Yes.
Carmel.
Okay,
Carmel,
so
sorry.
Starchild Uni asked, what are those wonderful coffee club beans sourced you find, lads? Like, where
The
is
coffee
it
club,
sourced?
I think it all comes from Chiang Mai and up in northern Thailand.
Coffee club?
Coffee club, coffee culture.
They said coffee club, but I'm guessing they meant
Yeah, I
coffee
think that-
culture.
We don't talk about coffee club because they don't sponsor us.
We talk
coffee
about
culture.
coffeeculture.asia.
That's right.
And that, Jay, that must be a bit cold. You got that at about 7 this morning.
That's right. I like my coffee cold.
In fact, most Thais like their coffee cold. If you go to a vendor on the street,
Yes.
I would say 90% of the coffees they make are those iced coffees,
What's so hot here?
which are very strong coffee. It's like triple espresso with then half a litre of sweetened condensed milk. I think it's sickly sweet.
Yeah, I have to tell them, like, because if you tell them not sweet, they'll still put the condensed milk. They just won't put the sugar.
Okay,
So you have to tell them like ไม่หวานเลยครับแบบไม่ใส่น้ำตาล So you have to like be like, no sugar. I don't want it sweet at all. Then they'll give you the proper coffee. Otherwise, they'll have the condensed milk and the sugar.
Oof, it's a potent brew,
Yeah.
but very, very, very popular. Okay, Carmel.
Okay, so another gangster name for you, Tim. I
Yes.
wonder if you'd like this. It's from Mr. Triple Jack 82. Godfather Big Tim.
Godfather
Oh,
Big
the
Tim.
Godfather.
That's a bit more like it.
Big
Yeah.
Tim. I feel like Big Tim suits you more
Because
than
I'm
Big
so
J.
short.
No, it just does.
I'm just
because you're the Don.
The Don.
The Don.
Yeah.
Gonna give him.
Yes.
What was it?
I just
Gave
think
him
of all the people in the world I could be described as, gangster isn't one of them.
Gave him enough he couldn't refuse.
I think
Well, there's
your
a
attempt at
question-
Marlon Brando. Sorry, Carmel.
Sorry. There's a
Please
question for
interrupt.
me, but I would like your thoughts on it.
Yes.
Chugsy asked, like, moving forward, can I address both of you with sir after each sentence? Thanks in advance. What do you guys think?
You,
Sir.
Me addressing both of you as
Sir
sir.
J and Sir Tim.
No, I think we'll just stay with Jay and Tim. Thanks. Next one.
This is from the Donlum, and the question was, what is it like in Thailand in June? Weather, crowds, prices, and do you think COVID restrictions will be gone by then?
By June. Okay, well, around the country, June is sort of
Early summer.
early into what we'd also describe mostly around the country as the wet season. It's going to be humid. Temperatures will be sort of in the middle range. If you go down south, you're going to have probably more rain than you might in the north. You will get a few floods in places, but even when there's rain in Thailand, I always say it's usually heavy but brief. So just wait half an hour and you can go about your day.
But late June is when the party starts, I feel. It's like, it's when I've always known June as the month, like, the schools are out, people start going out to holidays and stuff like that. So I feel like late June is the beginning of travel. For
Okay.
locals in Thailand anyways.
But that's just the weather. Whether it will be open. Well, I mean, Thailand is open already. You got the test and go, you got the sandbox, you got the quarantine options if you aren't vaccinated. So you can come to Thailand right now, and it's a great time of the year to come right now. Although from now through till April, it'll start to get a bit hot. But when will the restrictions be lifted?
I think
don't
those
know.
people love the hot. Sometimes I find it insane to believe that I run away from the hot sunny weather, and then some people travel here like thousands of miles just to burn themselves.
Sure.
You go to the beach and say, "Burn me, God."
Given what's happening around Thailand at the moment with Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, blah, 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 which other areas, Indonesia, they're all sort of slowly trying to open up and lift restrictions. So I would say that Thailand's pretty much going to be forced into lifting restrictions sooner rather than later. It's really hard to predict. I mean, the Thai government have been quite risk averse throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. But I'm thinking within a month that they're going to be forced to lift restrictions because the people aren't storming into the country regarding tourism at the moment. The numbers are still quite low for applications to even the test and go. So I think there's just going to be a lot of phone calls happening saying we've got to get these borders open without restrictions. And that's what all the travellers are saying. We'd come back, get rid of the day 5 extra day of quarantine and the extra PCR test, get rid of all the quarantine and PCR tests, and we'll come back. So the message is loud and clear. It's just the Thai government have chosen not to listen.
All right, last question, Carmel, and then we're going to
Wrap it up.
I'm not
Carmel
sure if
wanted
you
the
can
last one.
answer this. This is from American Anthem 2022. And the question was, do Thai people no longer want Thailand to be a monarch and wants it to be a free liberal republic?
Oh, that's divided.
Okay, well, that's a really interesting and slightly controversial question that we have to answer quite carefully,
Yes.
given that we are foreigners in this land. Obviously, there are some moves, particularly from the young people, to modify the current constitution, which has an unelected head of state at the head of its constitution. Whether that happens in the future is to be seen, and that is purely, like the name of their capital, up to the Thai people. A situation that we would never apply an opinion or even try and influence the way that the Thai people are thinking about this issue. As far as the way Thais see it, I still think there is a lot of residual love for the previous monarch, Rama IX, King Bhumibol Adulyadej, and that sort of still flows through the veins of a lot of living Thais who remember the if you want, the good old days of Thailand. So let's see how the Thais take this going forward. Clearly, the current government has tried to suppress a lot of the dissent and a lot of the different attitudes from the younger people. But that's about all I can say. Would you like to add anything to that, Jay?
No, I would not. I think you answered that question very well.
I hope so. It's
All
a
right.
difficult one for us to answer.
If not, we'll know in about 1 hour when
Yeah,
somebody knocks
yeah,
on our
it's-
door. FBI, open up. All right.
I've got my escape route all worked out. Don't you worry about that.
Is that why you bought the parachute?
The parachute, yeah.
Right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the show thus far. If you have enjoyed the show, please click the like button, please subscribe, and thank you for watching, as well as a big thank you to Tim Newton,
My pleasure. Sorry, the Big Don.
the Big Don, the Godfather. Thank you to Carmel.
Oh, there's one more.
Carmel, thank you, Carmel, as
Sorry.
she says her last question.
Oh,
Yes?
no, it's not a question. We just got a new Tiger cub, Akshay Ram,
How do you say
a new
that?
member. We have a new member.
Oh, we have a new member.
What's the name?
Akshay Ram?
Akshay Ram.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Mr. Akshay Ram, for becoming a Tiger member.
Thank you very much. It's
and
appreciated.
supporting the channel. We appreciate it.
We do really appreciate that.
Yes, good call, Carmel. Thank you, Carmel.
Carmel.
Carmel. Thank you,
again.
Carmel, for being on the show. Carmel. I apologize.
We're going to have to get somebody else to do the questions because you can't say her name.
Just gonna. Okay, all right. Well, she has about 5 names in her name, so I think I'll just pick one of them called Marie. And thank you, Num.
And thank you to special guest appearance from Natty.
Of course, Natty Warisa.
And that's all they'll be talking about in the comment section today.
Yes.
Oh, Natty was on Good Morning
Free
Thailand.
Natty! All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.